So we just knocked out Charles Oliveira, we are now the lightweight champion, and we're simply built different. Topuria disproved all of the few doubters who were saying, "Oh, his power won't translate to lightweight, he's too small, look at this picture next to him to Raul Rosas Jr., man." They were all wrong! Ilia Topuria is him! And overall, this is a huge W for the Ilia Topuria fan club and a huge W for lighter man skill enthusiasts as well. And this was a great performance by Topuria. He showed great takedown defense as well as amazing skills on the ground. And most important of all, he showed that his power is still different even a weight class up. And that was a big question going into this fight. Will his power translate or not? Which was kind of a dumb question in my opinion because he knocked out Max Holloway and sent Jai Herbert literally flying in their lightweight fight. But anyways, Ilia Topuria is really approaching that GOAT status. I mean, he's definitely top 5 at least. I even think you can argue he's top 3. Just because of his insane quality of wins. I mean, just look at this 3-fight win streak. Volkanovski, Max Holloway, and Charles Oliveira. Volkanovski's the best featherweight of all time, Max Holloway's top 3, and Charles Oliveira is arguably the second best lightweight of all time. And it's not only about the fact that he beat those guys, it's about how he beat them. He brutally finished all of them. And that kind of stuff is just unheard of. I mean, who else does that? As of right now, I think that if Ilia Topuria beats Arman, he's literally the greatest fighter of all time. I don't care about John Jones, man. Like, Ilia Topuria is literally the greatest fighter of all time if that happens. And if Ilia Topuria were to fight Arman Tsarukyan next, I would go with Ilia Topuria every single day of the week. And I also said this before he even fought Oliveira. If Ilia Topuria were to fight Islam Makhachev, I would go with Ilia Topuria as well. And I'm so disappointed we aren't gonna get that fight. I mean, the UFC, Dana White, please just drag his ass down back to lightweight again. We need to see this fight. That would be the biggest fight the UFC can make right now. Ilia Topuria is huge. I mean, the UFC even posted his knockout on their YouTube channel, and that's how you know this guy's a star. But listen, even as the leader of the Ilia Topuria fan club, I have some sympathy for Makhachev because I wouldn't want that smoke either, bro. He's lucky he's moving up so he won't get that smoke. And I'ma be real, if that fight never happens, I think we're running with the narrative that Islam Makhachev was ducking Ilia Topuria. I'ma just be real, we're just running with that narrative, okay? Now, as for what's next for Ilia Topuria, I want to see the Arman fight next. I know Joe Rogan was like, "Oh, you're calling out Paddy Pimblett. Can we get Paddy Pimblett into the octagon, please?" People forget, man, Paddy Pimblett lost to Jared Gordon, man. But Arman is a lot more deserving in my opinion. And the Paddy fight does certainly have its place in the future. I mean, Paddy does have somewhat of a stylistical chance, even though I think he gets absolutely folded. But he just hasn't done enough for a title shot. And the problem with all of these top contenders at lightweight is that they're all sitting on their butts. They're doing nothing, bro. They all think they deserve the title shot, but they haven't done jack shit, most of them at least. And I know the UFC wants to punish Arman, but I think that he's clearly the most deserving right now. But if they aren't gonna give him the title shot, I think the UFC should try to make like a title elimination bout with 3 guys, and that's Arman, Paddy, and Gaethje. I know Gaethje and Arman probably like, no, we're not gonna do that. We want the title shot. We think we're the most deserving, even though Gaethje is coming off 1 win against Rafael Fiziev, who he beat like 2 years before that. But Paddy's definitely gonna be down for that, and that fight would create a very clear top contender. But in my opinion, I think Ilia Topuria absolutely folds them all. And I saw MMA Guru talking about like, oh, Paddy Pimblett, you know, he has a stylistical chance because he won't engage in the pocket and stuff. But listen, man, Paddy Pimblett, I mean, all credit to him, he's a good fighter and all that, you know, he's pretty smart inside the cage too. However, just because Paddy Pimblett won't engage in boxing exchanges doesn't mean that Ilia Topuria won't close that distance and put them hands on him, you know? Ilia was able to do it to Max Holloway, who's a way better striker, way faster, and a way better rangier striker as well. And Paddy doesn't have that crazy finishing ability like Oliveira does, for example. He doesn't have insane power, he has good BJJ, good submissions and all that, but he just doesn't have crazy finishing ability, which is something something I think you need against Topuria. I don't think you're gonna beat him going with the tit-for-tat strategy, because eventually he is gonna close that distance and he's gonna deliver some serious damage. And if you're not a super dangerous guy, it's gonna be extremely hard for you to prevent that from happening. But I think that's it for today, guys. Go check out my last video, but anyways, thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Am I just a D1 Ilia Topuria glacier, or do you agree with my take? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and also don't forget to share this to an Islam Makhachev fan, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!